Deep within the heart of a secluded forest lies a high-security prison, known for housing the most dangerous monsters. Its walls are thick, its reputation chilling. I'm a journalist assigned to interview one of the most notorious inmates, a monster responsible for unspeakable horrors. My heart races as I approach the prison gates. The guards, stern and unfriendly, escort me through metal doors and narrow hallways. The sound of clanging steel echoes as I enter the interview room. The room is stark, with a single table and 2 chairs. I sit nervously, knowing I'm about to face a monster. The door swings open, and in walks the inmate. His presence is intimidating. His eyes glint with malice, and a chilling grin spreads across his face. I start the interview, asking about his past. He responds calmly, recounting his childhood in a twisted manner that sends shivers down my spine. As the questions delve deeper, he shares stories of his crimes, each word dripping with pride and menace. I can barely suppress my disgust. He explains his methods: manipulation, fear, and a dark charm that lured victims to their doom. I realize I'm in the presence of pure evil. Suddenly, he leans in closer, his voice dropping to a whisper. "You think you know fear? You have no idea what I can do." He reveals he has an uncanny ability to read minds, to sense fear, and it terrifies me to think of the victims he preyed upon. I ask about his childhood, and he describes a life filled with abuse and neglect, giving context to his monstrous behavior. It's both heartbreaking and horrifying. He claims his actions were a means of survival, a way to reclaim power in a world that had stripped him of it. I struggle to maintain my composure. I push back, challenging his views. "You had a choice," I say, my voice firm. He smirks, relishing the confrontation. He suddenly bursts into laughter, a sound that echoes off the walls. "You think you can save them? I'm untouchable." I realize the depth of his insanity. He revels in fear and chaos. My heart races as I consider how easily he could manipulate those around him. As the interview continues, I feel the weight of his gaze, the air thick with tension. I can't shake the feeling of being prey. He suggests that this interview is a game, and I'm the unsuspecting player. He knows my weaknesses, and the realization chills me to the bone. I decide to end the interview, but he leans in, whispering a final warning that haunts me. I'm always watching. As I leave the prison, I feel a weight lift off my shoulders, but the chill of his words lingers. I realize I've stepped into darkness. Days later, I still feel the echo of that interview. I wonder if I've truly escaped, or if the monster's shadow will forever loom over me.